I'm back. We're doing it, guys. I couldn't keep away. I was like rolling off of this. As you guys know who are here, just earlier today, a few hours ago, I was rolling off of this and so close. We're so close to the finish line as far as the inking process goes on this particular master study. But I had to go leave, stop the stream, go pick up my wife, grab dinner, and then it just kept nagging me. And I was like, it won't take me that long to like spot the blacks or however we phrased it. That sounds horrible. That still sounds bad. It won't take me that long to lay down the black ink on all the shadows of this particular image. But yeah, so I was like, I can do it. I can do it. I'm awake. I'm fed. Everything's good. People have gotten home that needed to get home. So let's do it. Let's get it going so that we can take that hurdle to get into the screen tones when next we meet again. I feel like we're getting a little lag again. Getting back with the lag. That is obnoxious. I don't know. I think it's my computer. I really do. We'll have to work on that. I did a little bit of a adjustment beforehand to hopefully not have the lag while I was drawing, but now it seems like it's adding the lag into my face. That's not good. Can I change that? Can I change this? Is that better? That looks like it went a little better. Yes? No? Better? No? Better? Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. It's a late night stream. I was debating whether or not to make the thumbnail a secret draw stream, which I haven't used in a long time as a designator for a particular stream. But no, Master Study comes first. This is in a long line of Master Studies for Charles VESS Web of Spider-Man #1 cover. Right here. In the flesh and in the blur. It's just gonna blur if I do this. It's not blurry now. Here we go. This is the image that we are currently working on, and the stream that we just finished about 3 hours ago, we got all the black outlines down, and now we just need to get down the heavy ink spotting on this page so that we can get to screen tones. Just said that. So welcome. My name is Rocky Ballesteros. Thank you for joining me for this late night draw stream. This will be a fun one, and I think it's going to be relaxing. Not so much technical drawing bricks and perspective lines and fine lines with rulers. This is just going to be having fun with the brush. So I'm glad you guys all are here. Hopefully some of the regulars from early on. Timmy Mello, I just want to say... Sorry, I'm jumping ahead to Timmy Mello.
And the Guardians are headed to October.
Just want to say, Timmy Mello, as I was driving to dinner, I looked up on the scores and I was like, dang it, I didn't know the Guardians lost that third game. I'm so sorry. I think I was too busy watching people, a couple other teams, and again, because our team is out of the running, I'm not so on top of scores or watching games. I just kind of watch highlights, and I can't believe I missed that. So I am so sorry, dude. The season comes to a disappointing end. I thought for sure you guys were going to take that one, just how you took that, how you got into the wild card spot and how the last game went, but so sorry to hear that for you. Welcome to the club, to the disappointment club. Comrade Sammy first in the chat, all drugged up on melatonin, ready to go to bed, yet not really, because she usually is one of the last people to go to bed that I know of in Chatland. So welcome, Comrade Sammy. Welcome, Comrade Sammy. Thank you for always encouraging me to do a late night stream. You never know who's going to show up, but it seems like a lot of you are here. So I'm excited about that. Excited to share this last push of inks with you. Rest in peace, Mark. He's probably snoozing. Probably is. He'll be disappointed that he didn't make this one, but I can't help it. I can't help it that I can stay awake longer than you, Mark, in this particular case. Mark, of course, is the one who encouraged me to do this cover and sent me that comic book. That's his own personal comic book of Web of Spider-Man #1, which is amazing. And I'm so honored that he did that. Channel member, Mark's Music Obsession. Hey, I didn't say I'd fall asleep. I'm simply pointing out that if my chats start to become incoherent, you know why. That's okay. That's okay. That's under the assumption that they're coherent normally. No comment. Maybe we'll get the derailer in here this time around. And you know what? Here she is. What's up, Emo Trash? We missed you last stream. I knew you were around, but we missed you. So good that you get to come into this stream and to sprinkle all your derailingness around. That'll be fun. It's always good for a late night stream to have Emo Trash in the house. Awesome One says, what the flip? I'm watching 3 streams now. A 4th. Channel member Awesome One.
Yes, that's awesome.
You know what? And what I say to that awesome one is, you're welcome. You're welcome. Cranberry Langer's in the house. Always.
This is a cranberry full of power.
Channel member Channel member Cranberry Langers. Hopefully now you won't get interrupted with that pesky job, and you can just give us your undivided attention, Cranberry Langers. Shooting the fat. Sorry, that came a little late. Shooting the fat is when I get to catch up with you guys, obviously. Emo Trash. Oh, hey, was just talking about you. All good things, all good things. Yes, yes, of course, of course. It doesn't matter that the chat is recorded there for all posterity. All posterity, all prosperity, all posterity. I get my words mixed up when it comes to streaming. Cranberry Langer saying hello. Hello, hello, hello. Said howdy. Said hi. Where are the drinks and food at? You should be done. I think everybody, I'm on the West Coast. So I think I'm the last of all of you guys to experience dinner, unless you're eating a late night dinner. We had some hamburger pasta coming from Awesome One. We had nachos coming from Comrade Sammy earlier in the stream. You guys should be all filled up. Man, there's a lot of lag. Oh, dang. How late we betting this stream will go? 3 a.m., 4 a.m. perhaps? No, it won't go that late. I think this will go pretty fast. I think. Check the blacks. Also, does not sound good. All these streams, Timmy Miller says, all these streams and I'm still stuck at work. Hour 15. Oh, dang, Timmy Mello. That sounds rough. That sounds rough. Hopefully you're getting off hour 15 of a 16-hour marathon. Okay, so you got one more hour. You're almost there, dude. Hang in there, and then the weekend is on its way. Make sure the blacks are in their right. Get them down. This is all bad. Also, is it me or is this stream laggy? It was laggy. Does it look better? Thank you. Yep. Okay, I think I got the combo of what will look better. I hope. We'll see when I go to my overhead shot and see if it's not stuttering. So I think I got the right combo here. I think. Hopefully. I can confirm that was actually lagging this time. Nice. If you're still going when my parents finally go upstairs, then I'll probably dip because my Xbox is calling me. Wow, what are you playing now? We're clear now. Awesome. Means you've been playing too long on it, if that's communicating with you. It's been 3 months since I played. I feel like justified in being called back to it. What games are you playing, Emo Trash? We were running on fumes, but it is what it is. I got to work with the players on Wednesday. Nice. Yeah, that's how the postseason goes, right? It's who can stay healthy, who can last, who can catch that second wind to make it to the end. We definitely sputtered a little bit, and a few teams did. At least the games I've been watching, like the Reds, just totally folded against the Dodgers, the Mammoth Dodgers, and the Padres lost it too. So yeah, that's how the postseason goes. Anytime, always advocate for late night streams. I know you will. Emo Trash was missed. She definitely was. I was in another stream already where my assistance was somewhat needed. Oh, surely. Needed more than mine? More derailment than my stream. All right. I hope it was worth it. Mo Biggs is back in the action. Get ready for the pig feeder lady comments.
Better known as Mo, Big wasn't always the confident voice we hear today.
I hear Rocky's ready to work those. Gosh. Channel member Mo Biggs, thank you. Oh, and Frankensteining some cardboard together for an art project. Emo Trash, have you watched Mr. Baloney? I told people about Mr. Baloney streams. And if you want to see Frankensteining cardboard together for art projects, Mr. Baloney is there. Go subscribe to his channel or go watch his videos. He streams every day, and he's building these very complicated cardboard guns right now. It's pretty amazing. David Alicia, late night part 2. Nice. Good to see you, David Alicia. See you again. How are you doing? Late night part 2. Yeah, I haven't done a late night stream in a while, but this one deserved it for sure. Because the goal is to get to the screen tone process, because that's going to be the meat of this particular piece, like figuring out how to use them all. And I showed a bunch of you guys earlier on the late afternoon stream earlier today. This was my test on good old Spidey here of using these screen tones and doubling up some screen tones here too. This is a couple layers of screen tone and then doing some blending to get them to just have that like darker to lighter gradation. And then the screen tone, when I put it on here, originally went all the way to the edge of his shoulder, the shoulder line here, but I scratched off, like literally with a X-Acto, just scraped off the pattern just on the edge here to give that white highlight feel to it. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how you can manipulate it, and it's going to give us that added level of dimension in these gray tones. So I want to get to this point where I'm doing screen tones on this baby right here. So it's cool. And just look how cool that, I mean, Spider-Man's black and white costume needs to have the dark ink inked in. if I could avoid another controversial phrase, but it needs it. Look how amazing it looks like. It just pops. It's just screaming once those shadows are placed in. So we're gonna do that tonight for this one. I will be less distracted. Yeah, I will need to go to sleep sooner tonight, but I'll try and hang around as long as possible. Awesome. Yes, Mo Biggs is on the West Coast too. I remember that. So we are bringing up the caboose train of dinner. So everybody else asking for dinner, you're way late. It's like midnight snack for some of you guys now. So David Alicia said, had lumpia Shanghai and crispy pig's feet. Wait. Whoa. Are you Filipino, David Alicia? Are you speaking my language right now? Which is food? Filipino food? Lumpia Shanghai. Oh my gosh. Crispy pig's feet? I would pass on that. Although it's close to lechon, right? So, holy moly, that sounds like an amazing dinner. Why ugh? Maybe it's the crispy pig's feet. Why ugh, though? That sounds amazing. Rocky Ballesteros, we are minutes away from midnight. It's almost snack time. There you go. Sammy's nachos look delicious. They did. Actually, that would be a great midnight snack, to be honest. Yes, I understand, emo trash. Actually, I still currently have food. I got a second round of nachos. Don't have another Dr. Pepper. Boo. Though. So I switched to Sprite. Okay. Lumpia, that sounds delicious. I've never had crispy pig's feet. Pig feet are lady emoji. It's a delicacy, and I use that little word lightly, but in Filipino cuisine, it's you'll find it on the menu for sure. Most Filipino menus. Current game addiction is a newfound motivation for Stardew Valley. Oh, on the Xbox, really? Not on your phone? Huh. No kidding. I need a new video game obsession. I think my son just got the newest Madden. Are you into Madden? I'm not really into sports games, but I'm just guessing. Timmy Mello, I know you like sports, so. I'm not a big gamer to begin with either. Yeah, it just doesn't hold my attention. Every now and then a game will come along that I get addicted to, like Zelda, like Breath of the Wild. That was one. The like Mario, was it called Mario Universe? Whatever. One of the first ones to come out on the Switch. That one was Galaxies, Super Mario Galaxy. That one was amazing, and I was like really hooked on that. But I have never ever been a super gamer, like on my own. I need other people to like be obsessed about it, and then I'll like jump on the bandwagon with them. But just on my own, I kind of get bored, and then I'll go read comics. I was just thinking today and yesterday, hopping back into my game. All right, Emo Trash is inspiring people. Maybe Tunic if I have the patience for it. Don't even know what that is. Mr. Baloney does not sound appropriate. No, he's actually... Yes, Mr. Baloney is he seems like a very sweet guy. I think he also like embraces the fact that he has ADHD or something like that. Like he's really like scattered and like has high energy, and but he's not making excuses for it, but he always talks about sometimes he's got to get his meds and whatever, and how YouTube has been an outlet for him. But he does these cardboard creations, and his shtick is he doesn't go in knowing what he's going to do or any plans. Like he doesn't have like set plans of like, oh, I'm going to build this piece and this. He just kind of goes off the top of his head on stream while he's doing it, and it's pretty amazing. It's really amazing. That's going to be the meat of this particular piece. Sounds like something Mr. Baloney. You know, if this YouTube comics thing doesn't work out, I think it's like we could mine it for comedy. We could just run the chat and get like a comedy set. You guys are amazing. Yes, my assistance was necessary. Streamer is a newbie to Fallout 4, and me and a couple other chat members. Oh, I can see that. I can see that being helpful. That's awesome. Stick figure cowboys. I have that book signed by VESS. Oh, you have this book signed by VESS? No kidding. That's wow. You need to join. Mo Biggs is gonna love this. You need to join my Discord. Here, I'm gonna move here so it's not in my face. Join my Discord, David Alicia. Somebody who's from Discord, all my Discord people, somebody drop the link in the chat or the invite in the chat, and then maybe David Alicia can join, because I would love to see a picture of that, and you could post that there. And you know who else would love to see a picture of that is Mark's Music Obsession. I think he would kind of freak out if he saw that book signed by Charles Vess. So I'd love that. Come join, David. No pressure, but come join my Discord. It's free. It's fun. The conversation continues. We're talking comic stuff, crazy, other links. We have some great interaction in there. It's fun. We're just building it. It's new. But some of the regulars here in chat are there. Some aren't. Looking at you guys. But yeah, that would be awesome to see that picture. Also, sci-fi and magic. Oh, talk about the game. I believe the particular shade of that spider suit is called Speedball Black. It will be in a second here. Now to translate that Spidey inking to the actual project. Yeah. I like lumpia, but crispy pig's feet doesn't sound appetizing. You'd be surprised. It's all about the crispy part and not necessarily the feet part. It's not like the pads of the pig feet, although I think sometimes those are included. It's more about the the skin, the fat around it. I don't know. I don't really eat it, but it's really the crunchy, like fatty skin that's very Filipino. Filaretian. Yes, Filaretian. Yes, Filaretian. I'm full. Yes, Filaretian. Like, is that half Filipino, half Puerto Rican? I'll probably be out like a light an hour. Yeah, I understand, Timmy Mello. No problem. Go get some rest. It's a great 11 p.m. snack, too. Crispy pig feet? Maybe. Thank God Rocky's not a foot guy. Thank God. I'm definitely not a foot guy. I think feet are gross. Yeah, I'm not usually into eating meat that still looks like the animal, Mo Biggs. Closest food that I eat that still looks like the animal is probably chicken. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, they have the roast pig. Roast pig is good. Not just in Filipino cuisine, but like Hawaiian roast pig is good. And it looks like the pig. I first ignored Stardew because it didn't look like it'd be up my alley. Then I made some friends that were into it, so I gave it a shot. It was on Gamecast, and it was hooked. Oh, all right. Do you have an untoppinged nacho, Sammy, or are they all covered? Why would you want nachos with no toppings on it? Then they're just chips. Madden is a copy and paste football game. I haven't bought one in a decade. Tunic, from what I've had to look up on Reddit, is apparently comparable to The Legend of Zelda. Not that I've ever played Zelda to know. Really? Never played Zelda. Zelda's have had some great games. Very different, too. Even the original Zelda was really fun. Check it out, Emo. I mean, some people are die-hard Nintendo gamers, like Mario, Zelda, Kirby, all those games. And some people are very anti Nintendo too. But I love the Nintendo game aesthetic. Here we go. Cranberry Landers, thank you so much. I don't know why you said buy my Discord, but I pinned it to the top of the chat. David Alicia or anybody else potentially who might want to join Discord, click on that invite. Timmy Mello says an ADHD is a chaotic superpower. Some can harness it, others not so. Yeah, it's true. With the goods come the bads, and it's just a matter of managing those and balancing those out. I think I've mentioned before, not so much ADHD, but like autism. I think I've mentioned the movie Temple Grandin before to you guys. That would be almost worth to watch. It's like a watch party movie if you guys haven't seen that. Temple Grandin is a great movie about this woman named Temple Grandin who has autism, and she's not a pig feeder lady. She's actually more about cows and cattle, randomly. But she has severe autism, and the story is about her and how she grew up with it and kind of handled it. And she grew up in a time when autism wasn't really diagnosed. It was just like you kind of went to crazy town or crazy village if you had autism, or you just stayed at home all the time. Nobody knew what to do with it. But even though she had all these symptoms and quirks and social deficiencies, she was brilliant with systems and figuring out things. And so it's about her life and how she kind of harnessed that and used it to revolutionize the cattle slaughter industry. And she's still alive. She's a real person. She's given like TED Talks and all these kind of inspirational presentations at like Google and these big tech companies, because she's an absolute genius. So yeah, it's definitely a superpower. You clearly haven't played the latest Madden. It features very slightly improved graphics and an updated roster. It's kind of like the new iPhone, It's like just a little bit better picture, a little bit better camera, and cost you like $200 more. Here we go. Discord. Yep, here we go. That's it. Comrade Sammy, you know how to make me stop. You know what would make me stop talking about Discord? Is if every single person in this chat was part of my Discord. That's it. Tunic is to Zelda as Stardew Valley is to Harvest Moon. All right. Okay, maybe. David, I'll take it. I'll take the maybe. Take it. Cranberry. Oh, the chips for these nachos are buried in toppings. That's the definition of nachos, guys. Raven's banner also signed. Is that a sports thing? I just know you play as a cute little fox character. There's a bare minimum amount of English in order to understand the game, but the rest is some cryptic made-up language. Oh, okay, that sounds kind of cool. Bothered enough to decipher. Let me guess, they marinate the pig's feet in fish sauce and then crisp it up. Philarican, nice. Okay, that's a cool combo. That's some cool... There's some cool cuisines in there. Filipino, Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? That sounds really good. Welcome, David Alicia. Love it. Love having you here. What? No, I was talking about the nachos, Rocky. No pig feet. Yeah, chicken is the nearest. Roast pig would be acceptable. Looks delicious. It's good. You all right? Awesome one? Start with the link to the past. Start with link to the past. Oh, the game. Not really digging Nintendo anymore, really? Peak Zelda. Yeah. Plain nachos sound awful and dry. You get those at a lot of ballparks. Why are you selling Why are you selling a free Discord, Rocky? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's free. It's free to join. There's no cost. No cost at all. Nintendo can go shove it with the Switch 2 policies. I don't even know what that's about. I haven't bought a Nintendo console since they gave up and created the Wii. The Wii was awesome. Soy sauce vinegar is fire. Absolutely. You can put that on anything. You can put that on the lumpia Shanghai. You can put that on the pig's feet. Anything. So good. You can put that on rice and eat it. Really good. Now I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm not hoping Comrade Sammy has dry chips. I'm more asking how long she can keep eating nachos tonight without them just becoming dry nacho chips. Awesome. And there's the emotional black bell Mo Biggs brought up earlier. Nintendo became the baddies with the Switch 2 regulations. I don't even know what it's about. I got to read up on that. Somebody summarize. ChatGPT, give me a 10-word summary of what the Switch 2 regulations are. Watching 3 streams again. Hopefully this is one of them. Pig Feeder Lady is autistic. I don't know. Never quits, just waits. Yeah, I'll look for the book in my short boxes. Nice. Man, I watched TED Talks and then found out they didn't know Jack. TED Talks were great at the beginning, and then everybody did a TED Talk, and it was like, okay, not everybody's worthy story of whatever it is, 14 minutes. That's right. That's right. I'm taking the, it's like the jujitsu of chat. You know, I'm taking your strength and channeling it back to you. Did they do dungeon crawling in Harvest Moon? Okay. My girlfriend is chilling now. Nice. Raven's Banner VESS book. Oh! Do I know that book? Raven's Banner. Okay, I need to look this up. Raven's Banner. We were talking about Spirit of the Earth is an amazing Charles Vess book. We were talking about that in another stream. And Mark's Music Obsession, he picked that up. Oh, okay. I've never seen this book or never read it. I don't think I've seen it either. Raven Banner. It's a Marvel graphic novel. Okay. Thank you for the... Oh, it's an Asgardian tale. Thank you for the... Here, let me show everybody else. That's not what I'm looking for. There. Boom. And... Nope. Nope. Is that what? Okay. This is what... Sorry, this is kind of a horrible small image. But this is what David Alessia is talking about. Raven Banner, A Tale of Asgard. That looks cool. Alan Zelenetz. Never heard of that writer. Charles Vess. Definitely know it. That looks cool. That's right up Vess's alley as far as things to draw. So, very cool. I'll have to check that out or see if I can find a copy of that. Thank you for that share. Okay, close that. Close that window. All right. It had RPG elements, but the dungeon crawling was more reserved for spin-off Rune Fact. Wow, you guys are speaking a totally different language from me. Japanese. Is Tunic Japanese? The Wii could have been a controller for GameCube. The GameCube. Do you guys remember? Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Dreamcast. That was a cool console. Sega's Dreamcast. My roommate at the time used to have that, and that was the most amazing, like, it's some fun games. We had some fun gaming nights with that one. Garlic rice? You are totally speaking my language, man. Amazing. Salt and vinegar dry rub seasoning is a revelation. I don't really have... Okay, you guys are going game. It's a cheaper game that has a bunch of aspects I dig. Bang for your buck. I don't need to have a subscription for the game. Huh. TED Talks X is when it really became trash. Yeah, I've seen always it was like the earlier TED Talks that I really enjoyed. And they all kind of have the same delivery. The people that give the TED Talks all kind of have this same shtick. Yeah. Nintendo, you no longer own your games. The cartridge is a key to unlock the game from the cloud. Oh, and if you mod your Switch too, you'll be forever banned? I did not know that. That's lame. That is lame. The cloud subscription model. There are a few Japanese-made RPGs that aren't really JRPGs. They're some console wizardry sequels, which is a Western RPG series. All VESS interiors, David Alicia, nice. Yes, the Web of Spider-Man #1 does not have VESS interiors. The interior artist was Greg LaRocque, I believe. But if you have not seen Spirits of Earth by Charles Vess, that's another Spider-Man story he did. That one's all his interiors. Incredible. And if you join my Discord, I posted some pages from Spirit of Earth in the Discord under the comic book artist reference. So check it out if you so desire. I'm just saying. Tired of people giving access to just change things. I usually like fewer cooperative games, solo play. Also, Nintendo, we will raise the cartridge key prices from $70 to $80. Pray that we do not alter the terms of our prices again. That's $80 is a lot. I mean, I know even when games were getting up to like the $50-$60 range, I was like, yeah, that's a whole heck of a lot of money. The Dreamcast got done dirty. Great console, and then they gave up on it. It was a shame. It was ahead of its time. I'm pretty sure Stardew Valley is from an American developer. I think you're right. Yes. Raven Banner's all VESS. Yes. I used to be indifferent towards Discord. Rocky is making me want it banned. It's voluntary, okay? It's voluntary. I won't say it again today. I won't say it again together. All right, can we get to the you guys? Can we get to the let's get to the inks. Here we go. So, what I was inking with earlier today was just a technical pen, this artistic Pitt pen, Faber-Castell Pitt pen. What I had inked on the stream before the last one, which was mainly the gargoyles and Spider-Man himself, I inked with the dip pen, Croquil dip pen, and I was using Rapidograph ink for that one. But what I'm going to be inking tonight is with a brush, which is my favorite tool of choice for inking. I'm using a number 2 sable round brush. This is not my weapon. My number 1 weapon of choice is the Winsor Newton Series 7 size 2 brush. I love that brush. A lot of professionals use that brush, and it just gives you a beautiful line quality. But because most of the inking I'm going to be doing today is laying in large areas of black ink, I'm using this other brush because it's not as expensive as the Winsor Newton. It still gets a good tip, though. It's still a number 2 tip, but it also allows me to be a little bit more free and not so precious with the brush on like areas that don't require a lot of control. So I'm using that. This is just a brush from, I think I got this brush from Hobby Lobby. So it's probably like a $4 brush or something like that, as opposed to the Winsor Newton 7 is, that brush can go anywhere from like $20 to $25. So I don't want to be wasting that on stuff that I'm just filling in. And then I'm also using this ink here, the Speedball Super Black ink. I used this when I was inking my John Byrne Master Study, which was the last one I did. You guys can watch that in the playlists. I think there was maybe 5 or so streams that we did when we did that John Byrne Master Study. And I did not like this ink at all, actually. I used it with a dip pen. It was really gummy. It didn't dry well. It dripped a lot, as you guys remember from my stream. I dripped a few times on the page, and it smells weird. It smells like fish. So yeah, it was kind of gummy, and I was like, I'm never going to use that ink again. But when I did that test the other day on this page, the ink I was using for the dip pen, the rapidograph ink, was not laying down so nice and flat. It was kind of streaky, kind of watery. And so I was like, well, let me try the speedball ink and see if that works. Because I remember it having a nice, solid black quality to it. And so that's what I used here. And that's what I'm going to use now today. Because it turned out actually pretty nice. It's not too thick. It laid down quite flat. And you don't see so much of the streaks in it. So I like it. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't have to waste that ink or just chuck it because it gave me bad results last time. I found another purpose for it. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be trying to be really careful though when I use it, because this is a cursed jar. So yeah, that's going to be the main tools that I use tonight. I might go back in. Oh my gosh, Emo Trash just posted. What the? Emo Trash just posted some hilarious pictures on Discord of her cat. I'm gonna find something to post on Discord out of spite. There you go. Those are really funny. I don't know what happened to your cat, but they're both simultaneously sad and funny. The way Rocky describes Speedball Inc. is the way I'm starting to feel about Discord. Nah. The test looked gorgeous. Thank you, Cranberry Landers. What was it, Emo Trash? Rocky, you're not allowed to show it on stream. Okay. Wow, are you really drawing the line? You drawing the line in the sand? I'm going to ignore, and I'm just going to start inking. I'm not going to get in the middle of this fight. All right, let's... what am I doing here? I don't want to hold this bottle. That's going to make me scared because I'm going to drop it, and then it's going to spill all over, and it'll be really sad. All right, I'm just going to put... I'm going to play some random YouTube music in the background. So there will probably be some doozies in there that don't sound good. We can always fast forward, but I'm just playing something that doesn't cost me anything and won't get me struck. I actually probably have to pull out a fatter brush. I do have a fatter brush. I think I have like a number 4 brush for some of these bigger swaths of black. So yeah, I'll do that in a second here. It's funny because this image looks so like, you know, it's cool, but it looks so kind of light and airy. But once that black is laid in, like on that figure that I did on that test image, it's gonna be so cool. Like this looks like a color by number coloring book right now, but once these shadows are laid in, it's going to take on a whole new life. Trust me, you're gonna need more than cats to get me even slightly interested in Discord. The Buy My Discord reference was from The Critic, where the main character had a sign that repeat. Oh, I remember that show. What was the name of the John Lovitz, right? He was the voice of The Critic. You know what that sound is? That sound is from Discord. Stop it. I'm not getting into this fight. I was really reluctant to join Discord too before. My friend Alan Lau, who's been in the chat before, he was the one who first told me about it. He's like, "Oh, it's what, everybody's in it. A lot of artists use it. There's like communities." And I'm like, "What? Not another thing." But I do like how it keeps people connected and you're able to share stuff. It's not just a monologue from me to you guys, but I can kind of communicate and be communicated to. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice for these flat areas. And that's kind of been a revelation as I've done these last, all these master studies. It's one ink that works, and it's nice to like try different inks, because one ink that works for a particular tool, like a dip pen, might not be good for brush and vice versa, or depending on what you're inking. Certain inks work better. Oh my gosh. Why are you guys all of a sudden so crazy active on Discord? Look at that. It's already showing up. This is what the haters get. Oh man, that cat looks crazy. So cute. This is well worth the cost of my dignity. Let me just make sure. Secret. I'd spite post the sketch, but I have too much pride to throw my mediator work into the public. See, that's a different level. Timmy Mello was courageous enough to post one of his awesome sketches up there. We got to get you guys posting more art. I know Cranberry Landers has done some drawings. Let's post some in that art drop. Before I forget, make sure you guys hit that like button, will you please? It all helps with the YouTube engagement. And subscribe, turn on those notifications. There we go. It's upper body. Why is that so loud? Cranberry Lanterns posting up some images. Oh my gosh, you guys. Stop it. These are great, Cranberry. Look at that. We were just talking about turkey Thanksgiving. He's posted some turkey Thanksgiving pictures. Emo Trash dropping a sketch. Halloween sketch. Come on. Discord. John Levitz is awesome. Rocky, you're the one that started the fight. I'd started this fight. It's like you know that scene in the Dark Knight, the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight, and where Joker is trying to find his crew, and he like gets those two guys that like they're the like leaders of gangs or whatever in Gotham, and he like, I forgot, he says like only one of you can I don't even know what the the speeches during that night, that scene. But he basically just said like only one of you is going to survive, and so he takes that pool cue and like breaks it in half and then just drops it in the middle of the room and walks out. That's kind of what just happened. I didn't start this fight. Oh, that looks so cool. That white spider popping out now. See how much that like, whoa, all of a sudden he just got solid in there. That's great. Shaved catlet. Cran, why are you eating cats? Oh, hey, my parents finally went upstairs too. Are we losing you, emo trash? I leave for a couple minutes. Now we sharing cat recipes. Wow. Gonna be me losing me to Stardew. All right, fair enough. Eating cats like cat-shaped foods, cat-shaped nachos. Shelby saw your excellence and started a stream. Is he streaming now too? That's cool. Hopefully it's an art stream. Go check out American Discord on YouTube if you haven't already seen. Shelby does great art streams. I mean, I think it's like, Friday heading into the weekend. People are hopefully finished up with work. Just want to relax, veg out in front of the screen. It's stressful to stream during the day too, because at least for me, I gotta like juggle a lot of things to fit it. And then afterwards, you gotta do the rest of what life, whether it's other work or home life. But when you do late night streams at the end of the day, you can just kind of chill. Shelby's drawing an elephant. Really? Interesting. Like and subscribe, thank you very much. Shelby never peer pressures me to join a Discord. On the other hand, he took away my wrench on my birthday and never said why. I would never do that. Never. You can't tell me what to do. I don't think so, but I'll take your word for it. When Cran referred to shaved cat, I don't think he meant what you think he meant. Looks great with that ink. Thank you. I promise no more Discord talk tonight. 5 minutes later. Come on, Discord. Nothing escapes the watchful eye of Mobiggs. Kiffness, eating the cats, eating the dogs. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969, save us.
How do you say monkey in French?
Actually, funny you should appear now, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. You're the one who's always calling out the invisible crotch, and I'm inking it right now. Let the invisible become visible. Booyah. Did a dog just bark on this song? Did I just hear a dog bark? That ink does not have a good smell. So yeah, I'll probably get a larger brush for probably a flat brush. I've never used a flat brush on stream before, but these huge areas here need one. Funny, I can't see it in this black ink version of the art, which is where I was basing off this one. But you can see in the actual original cover, you can see a little bit of highlight underneath the knee there that's not showing up over here. So I'm gonna carve out some of that here. That's why it's nice to have this original comic to kind of cross-reference as I'm doing this. I was saying this in an earlier stream, I would love to see this cover in person, because I'm sure there's a lot of subtleties in it that we're just not picking up at all on this printed version. like a thigh just popped out. Really cool. Already back to the cat. Jeez. Found my headset. You are indeed losing me now. Darn. Bye, emo trash. Shelby's art streams are great, but I miss his non-art streams, like when he'd talk about movies. Funny as hell. I don't even know if I've... See you later, emo trash. I don't even know if I saw any of those. That was probably before my time, before I even started or knew of Shelby or even started watching YouTube stuff as much. It's funny how streams evolve. Rocky doesn't know you're here yet. You still have the chance to get away before he starts harassing you about stuff. Timmy Mellows will be working till Tuesday. Oof. Here, Lucky. Rocky's black. Also, slightly inappropriate, it seems like, but different. Different. That's a different aspect of inappropriateness. I like it. I like it. I have to be up in 5 hours, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 says. 5 hours. 11. I forgot what coast you're on, Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. If you're on the East Coast, we're almost at 1 o'clock. 5 hours, 6 o'clock. Maybe you're on the East Coast. Am I guessing that right? So you have to be up at 6. You guys have to be up at 6 on a Saturday? That's bad. Sounds like a great idea. Stay up like this. You guys are gluttons for punishment. Cool. I'm getting to the spot of where I was on that other page, on the test page, as far as how much shadows I get blocked in here. So, about to head into uncharted territory. Whoa, exciting. Oh, this brush is working out nice. This old Hobby Lobby brush, it's good. Now I can't see anything from all the white. I'll need to start getting ready for bed soon. I also have work mañana. You guys, we need to have a Mr. Baloney watch party 1 hour lady. Mo, that's inappropriate. Carmen's gonna be sleeping in till noon tomorrow. That's right. Is that the Black Panther? Might as well be. Moving quickly, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, once we get this in, that's going to be predominantly it. And then it's the sky, and then we're done, you know? So it's not going to take that long. All right, let me just check here. What are you guys doing? Oh, love it. Just having convo on Discord. That's all. Gargoyle-y. It's cool. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get this. I think inking this building corner underneath his leg is gonna make his leg like really pop out. It's officially tomorrow, 3 minutes ago. It is. Good morning, Comrade Sammy. Hope you rested well. That's cool. Oh, I still got his right hand. I'll shove this brush. Yeah, so this was the test, all I did was just the figure of Spider-Man. This right hand here is missing, so I'll do that now. But look, that gargoyle coming in, and that, wow, once that building is blacked in, man, it's gonna be awesome. This is what keeps me up. This is my caffeine. Cut to me like passed out on the paper. My wife's gonna be so pissed too. Part of the reason I was like, I can stream is because she went out. After I picked her up, she went out. And now she came back and I'm like, I'm streaming again. And probably by the time I'm done, she's gonna be asleep. Whoops. Boom. How about that? How about that black costume action right there? I'll show you guys a funny sheet that I have in a second here of my planning on this. As I was looking at, one of the things I was doing was planning out which screen tones would go where, because they all have different densities, different dot patterns. And so I was just trying to go on like the value, like the darks and lights of the scene, and where which particular screen tones can go where. So I did this little page. It's my guide. So like 107 is that screen tone that I did on that test page. And then I'm going to use 107 back here, but this building's darker, so I'm using this 128. For the gargoyles, I'm going to use the 128 here, because they're a little darker in value than Spidey. And then for the smoke, I'm going to use the 133, and then this building here, the 107. So just a mixture of all that. There's a lot of planning that's going into it. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. That's looking crazy cool though. Cranberry Langer says, what's your favorite part of the piece, Rocky? I would have to say Spider-Man for sure. Just the way that he's lit in this scene is really amazing. And just propped up on the corner of this building. Actually, my favorite part of the scene was this window right there. No. Yeah, like all the other stuff, it's like, okay, it's like just part of just getting the scene done, but working on the figure has been awesome. Of course I'm not going to rest well, that's why I plan to sleep in. So that's a thing while you're doing art, you just stay up longer? It prefers to be called a gray coil. I just saw John in another chat, Rocky's Discord obsession is pushing people away. Maybe. No, definitely not John. John was the one who was telling me I needed a Discord. Or, I don't know if he flat out told me I needed Discord, but he was always saying how Discord was the way to go as far as reaching out to people, connecting with people. And that's how he would tell other people about my channel too, was through Discord. So that guy is not anti-Discord. I might hit that with some dry brush. Let me try. Let me get my brush dry enough to do that. To add to that stony texture feel to it. I'll mess around with that later. John's a roamer. That's right. Man, I'm all over the place. I want to drink, but my stomach is full. Where were you last night, John? I was hanging out with friends, of course. Yeah. I feel like the spouse he comes to. Where were you? Where were you? Okay, I do need to find my flat brush soon. John is equally, if not more, obsessed with Discord. He's the one who started the whole... That's right. Don't lie to me, John. You were with that floozy Cecil, weren't you? Poor John. I was wondering which blacks you were going to use for your piece. Only the good ones. Only the good ones, Cranberry Rangers. Let me get this gargoyle on the left. John's in Discord, but not here. Black, not black enough. Yeah, I'll go over it in a second. Once I get that flat brush, I gotta go find it. I just want to use up all the, or most of the areas where this brush is, so I'm not jumping back and forth between brushes too much. John is everywhere. Absolutely. I think he's a John in sheep's clothing. I did a stream tonight with 0 CG people in chat about comics, and the artist had a cowboy book, but out of nowhere, Jason appears in chat. Like, Bascom? Unhinged? Hasn't got to use his 15th phone to find us. Don't forget the ear hair, they are old. Yes. I think I'm going to do some of that too with the screen tones, I think. Man, why do I want to sleep early? Is this early? This isn't even early for you. Awesome one. You want to sleep early because you're watching 3 streams at once. I would have liked the Spider-Man more. You mean drawing it? 12:22 usually sleep at 3:30 or 4. Oof. Dang. You know the melatonin isn't kicking as well tonight. Wonder if it's because I took it shortly after drinking caffeine. Kind of canceled each other out. If you resist sleep, your body produces adrenaline. I think everyone's getting sleepy because Rocky hasn't held up his end of the deal and spilled ink all over his work. Big blotch in the middle. Wait, don't scare me. That is definitely a possibility. Can you see? I guess you can't see on my board. I can push this board forward. This was part of the disaster from last time, right here. That's where the ink pooled after it spilled all over the drawing and my pants. Out of the piece. Yeah. I mean, it's the coolest part, right? These sometimes some images have cool backgrounds or whatever, but this is like, yeah, it's okay. It's a building, but Spider-Man's iconic. Bummer about your pants. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. Let's see. Getting caught up in all these like cracks and stony areas on these gargoyles. It's slowing me down. I miss Mr. Blinky. Mr. Blinky. Oh, you mean the on my printer? Okay. Yeah, he is nice and soothing and comforting, isn't he? Well, they do say, when in doubt, black it out. So you just need to add more black to your pants. I tried to save them, but they really, it's kind of, no matter what products say, like, oh, gets out ink stains or tough on stains, never works. Not for ink. Okay, here. That's my gargoyle noise. Okay. I think that gargoyle's pretty much. Yeah, some of the stone textury stuff, it's going to be best served once I get the screen tones on there and then start manipulating them to give more texture. Never liked those pants anyway, right? Pantsless man? No? No? We're not going there. Shelby complimented you on your form when drawing. Really? Like my body posture? That's a first. That's nice of him. Tell him thank you. Minnesota has a pantsless man statue of a fisherman. Sometimes Rocky reminds me of Michael Winslow from Police Academy. I love that guy when he starts randomly doing sound effects. That guy was awesome. he was awesome. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I feel like it's a little bit more detail here that's not showing up. Yeah, the stuff is a lot more visible in this version. I might go with the blackened out version because I'm lazy. Okay, we'll see. See what I want to do with that area in a second here. Oh, this is black here. Oh, look at that. They even can even see these gargoyles' feet here. Just seeing details here on the original cover that I'm not seeing in this photocopy. So just figuring out if I want to add them in. Probably would be a good idea. All he needs is an invisible bullhorn. That's right. What's up, Unhinged? How's it going, Jason? Good seeing you. Surprised you aren't streaming yourself. You've been streaming like a madman. Like non-stop every day. So glad you can take a break and watch somebody else stream for once. When in doubt, black it out. Sounds like an inspirational poster hanging at the net. Great. Now Sammy is Irish. Oh, because at top of the morning. Top of the morning. Hello, hello. Ouch. Minnesota pantsless man. It's silly, not actually pantsless. Road trip around a Great Lake. Oh, there's the link. I hope it wouldn't be pantsless. That would be banned, I would hope. Okay, let me put this here. Need this. Need my ruler. Yeah, it's really great to have a comic here for reference too. Mark was saying he wanted me to add in this little detail here, which I believe is like a detail in a window, but it feels really out of place. I know it's part of the original, but it totally feels out of place. It's not in perspective like the windows are or the bricks. It's like feels straight on, so it almost feels like a registration mark or something underneath his arm. So I didn't include it in mine. But what do you guys think? Should I add it in? Be faithful to the original? That's cool. I frequently make noises and sing when drawing as well. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969 says he just farts. Not true. Potatoes would have to be a staple part of my diet for me to be Irish. Potato chips? First time I saw Sammy's screen name, it reminded me of that Rancid song, The War's End. I don't know that song. Shelby also complimented you on your control of blacks. I don't know what that means. Probably inks related? Yeah, I hope so. He doesn't know me that well otherwise to comment on anything different. I don't think. So we're just going to go with that. Inks. If I think I'm just gonna black this part out. And just give a tiny hint of that curve. Yeah, I feel like I need to black this. That's cool. And then okay. That's cool. Cool. I'm gonna go hit up this side. I'll figure out this in a second, but I feel like I want to move on a little bit from these dang gargoyles. But yeah, I gotta figure out how this shadow, taking a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and kind of combining it to make it bleed in properly, stay in shadow properly. But I'm going to move up here, and then I'm going to find that flat black brush. I mean that flat brush to do these bigger areas. Cabbage is just a big stinky potato. I like Spider-Man's Future Foundation outfit. Future Foundation. I don't know if I know which one that is. That's not the 2099 outfit, is it? Future Foundation. I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to see what that is. You mean you don't drink enough? Americans eat more potatoes. Russia uses potatoes for vodka. Great work as always, Toast Attic. Thank you, Toast Attic. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's really exciting. All right, I gotta look at this for my reference here. Actually, this is very dangerous. I'm gonna move Mark's precious comic book back off the table. And lots of my friends are live, so I choose not to. Trying to get eyes on the frog. I'm glad I didn't. This is dope. Nice. Go back, Jason's campaign. Frog G. He's been working so hard on that. And streaming like a madman. As always with curves, you like to go with the curve of your hand, the curvature of your hand, to make it as smooth as possible. And it works great when you have a nice brush too. This brush has been doing really well actually tonight. Iris allergic to vodka? We know that's just a Christmas walk around video. Awesome. He had to change his name to Minnesota Pantsless Man after receiving a cease and desist letter from Mr. Baloney's. Woo! Mr. Baloney's attorney. Don't go picking on Mr. Baloney. Seems like a nice guy. That's the sweet sounds of Discord right there. You guys hear that? What's going on? Oh! Future Foundation outfit. Oh, it's the all-white one. Is that designed by... Oh, cover by Gabrielle Del Otto. Kind of feels like a Alex Ross design a little bit. It's okay. It's just like a almost like a reverse from the black outfit. It definitely feels like a space kind of thing too, so I get that, but this outfit makes more sense because of, you know, Spider-Man's like crawling around in the dark shadows, and that white outfit that he's wearing in the reference you sent, Cranberry, It's like, look at me, I'm in all white. It's too clean. I do like the Spider 2099 outfit. Rick Leonardi special right there. Really cool. Cool design. Not as good as the black outfit, but it's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Ooh, once you get that moon in there in the background. All of a sudden the lighting on Spider-Man makes so much more sense when you have this bright, hot white moon at the top and you got this strong lighting, backlighting. That was very cool. Oh, where'd my music go? Okay. Of course you should add it in. That's more work, isn't it? That's all that matters. I didn't really like that markup to you. Yeah, I only heard of the channel for the first time tonight. Rocky was like, you guys want to see Mr. Baloney? And I was like, WTF? But he was apparently talking about a YouTube channel. Yes, there is a YouTube channel called Mr. Baloney. And it's a guy who makes cardboard replicas of stuff, or cardboard creations, I should say. And right now he's on this kick of doing cardboard guns. I think he even got banned for a little bit on YouTube because the reasoning was it looked too real, which is hilarious. But I've seen him do like cardboard armor, a cardboard giant pencil. That one was really rad. Cardboard robots. Just cardboard everything. It's like he's got this whole studio or room in his house, I think, or apartment that's just all random pieces of cardboard and lots of tape. Oops. Channel is called Through My Lens. He travels with his dad around the world. They're from California. This is a Key West video. Cool. Now he's a Florida man. I saw one show, I think it was on Netflix. It was like a British comedian actor, and he traveled with his dad. That was really funny. Took him to all these like crazy exotic locations. And they were all situations that you knew his dad would just not enjoy at all. But they just did it for the sake of the comedy of it, and it was funny. Okay. The moon is in. Spider-Man is there. Got some figure out some shadow things here. And I got some smoke shapes up here. And we're almost there. Then I'm gonna pull out that flat brush to go over some of these fatter areas. This black. This is black here. Cool, cool, cool. It's coming together well. Thanks, Cranberry Landers. No, Future Foundation was the FF team, including Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2090. Okay, okay. Potatoes, cook them, boil them, mash them, fry them. You're welcome, Jason. I just had some good potatoes that I cooked the other day. They were called... Oh, man. Now I just blanked. It wasn't Yukon Gold, but they were like tiny yellow potatoes, and you just cut them in half and air fry them. And they were super creamy. Were they like cream potatoes? I can't remember, but they were really good. Because the texture was nice. Sometimes the texture of potatoes can be really mealy and just kind of heavy. But these were just creamy and soft and bite-sized. I do like potatoes. Potatoes are very, very versatile. Starch. take on a lot of good forms. All right, cool. All right, let me find that flat brush. I think it's time. We're almost there. Probably 20% more to finish up these blacks. To finish up these black areas, these black inked areas. That's what I meant. All right, let me catch up. Drink them? No, you can't drink potatoes. If you're really creative looking for carb bombs, yes. You didn't hear that? You don't hear the Discord notifications? They're so loud in my ears. So now he's Moon Knight. Yeah. I like it, but Spider-Man's usually fighting in the daytime. This doesn't mean he should make his costume white. Great work as always. Envious of that brush control. And off to bed, though. I have a great night. See you later, Jason. Thank you for coming by. It was great to have you for a little bit here. Hey, Rocky, did you know that if something is in a forest in the underbrush, or Denise leaves, if something is white, the light from the leaves changes the color of the white thing, like a mammal or something underneath it, to green. I'd need a little bit more explanation there. I hear a rapping on my door, but it's from your stream. Melatonin's kicking in, starting to feel groggy. Uh-oh. I ain't leaving, simply chatting about my conversations. All right. While someone's gonna watch anime and sleep now. All right, see you later, awesome one. Guys are all falling off. Wow, it's 11 o'clock. Huh. Potatoes are great, very versatile and delicious. I just said I'm not leaving. Always faithful. Also gonna head out. I didn't make it to the end of the stream, Rocky. Almost did, Cranberry. Almost did, but catch you later. I know you gotta wake up for work tomorrow. So have a good night. Finish up those blacks. Rocky, you're great at that. All right, I'm gonna find my flat brush and then we'll be close. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, I think this one will be good. I haven't used this brush in a long time, so who knows what's going to happen. Oh yeah. That'll do. These flat brushes are actually better tools to use for like dry brush stuff. As opposed to the round brushes I've been using. You gotta remember that. Cranberry's still going. If an animal or an object is white in a forest, it doesn't necessarily stand out. If the white thing is underneath the leaves, the light that's filtered through the leaves casts a green color onto the animal or white object beneath the leaves. Oh, okay. All right, now I leave. Good night. I'm making like a tree. All right, good night, Cranberry. Thank you for taking the extra 5 minutes to explain that. I still don't get it. It's like science at 11 o'clock at night, my time. It's not gonna really make a lot of sense. Cool. That's cool. This is gonna be fun. There was a dog barking in that song. Just heard it again. Look how solid that looks now. That's great. Look at that. Solid. That is solid black right there. Comrade Sammy says, I feel like I should say words since no one else is. It's okay. But appreciate it. I know it's late, super late for you guys. But I'm like energized by this piece coming together that just gotta see it through. Right, I gotta reference this. Adding some of this dry brush feel to it. It's kind of cool. I like it. Let's see if I can add some of this dry brushy feel here with the gargoyles now. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Do you take melatonin every night, Comrade Sammy, to go to bed? It's like just a standard part of your sleep schedule. I really like this dry brush feel to it. It's cool. Add some nice texture, and then I'm gonna overlay the screen tones on top of these gargoyles too, so there'll be another layer of texture. Going crazy with this dry brush. Does anyone remember what got Cranberry started on the white animal under leaves thing? I think it's because of the costume that he shared with me was a Spider-Man costume that was white. I guess the whatever foundation costume where he teams up with the Fantastic Four. I don't even know the storyline on that. So I was just saying how I don't know if it's that effective for Spider-Man to have a white costume like that. And then he went on a roll as far as white things in nature. Okay, I'm gonna just clean this up a little bit here, and I'm almost done. I'm gonna work on the some of these. I'm gonna do a little bit more dry brush pulling here. kind of hard to sleep without it these days. I only started taking it last year, I think. Hasn't been very long, I know that. Can't say I do remember things isn't my strong suit at the moment. Okay. Bear with me here. This is a little risky, but... that. Oops. Sorry about that. See. Gonna try and get a little bit more ink off of this brush so I can dry brush. Sorry. That's kind of cool, that effect. I'm liking that. Just adding a few more shadows here to give the bricks a little bit more depth. Mark was sad he missed this. Rocky, who told you doing a late night stream was a good idea? Wasn't me. Yep. Don't know. Don't know. That dry brush is pretty cool, right? I need a little bit more. This would be the last. I'm gonna call it. Where are we? 11:36. 2:36 your time, Comrade Sammy. Holy cow! You're the undefeated, for sure. You and Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. Mo Biggs, think is still there? Yeah, Mo Biggs. Well, I guess it was Mo Biggs, not Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. Cool. I do see there are some stars up here that I'll add in with white, but I'll do that off stream. That doesn't have to be on stream. Look at that. That's pretty cool, guys. It's 1:36. Oh, geez. Mo Biggs, you still have the rest of the night. I know you're on my coast. You still have the rest of the night, dude. It's not even tomorrow yet. We win. No, actually, Comrade Sammy wins because it is tomorrow. Crazy late. But thank you guys for still hanging with me and still watching. look at that. Just kind of impromptu hit that dry brush technique here, which turned out pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Sorry, let's get a couple more spots here. I need a little bit more depth. But yeah, that dry brush technique really added, and then on top of that, this is going to get screen tone treatment, so that'll be another added layer of tone on top of tone. That'll be neat to see what the screen tone looks like on top of the dry brush. But yeah, so that, and then darkening in those blacks here helped a whole heck of a lot with that flat brush. And dagnabbit if that speedball ink didn't do a really good job. I'll have to remember that. It's better with flat brush areas as opposed to dip pen. Learn something new. Nothing can get rid of that smell though. That's for sure. Yeah, there we go. Holy cow. That is a stunner. I'm so glad that I stayed up, and you guys stayed up, but I'm so glad that I decided to do this, because this is so satisfying to see. At this stage, I'll take a picture and I'll send it to Mark on Discord. Channel member Mark's Music Obsession on Discord, on Fourth Wall. And oh dang, did I just blacken an area I wasn't supposed to blacken? Whoops, I gotta wipe that out. Whoops. Okay. I'll fix that later. I'll fix it in post. All right, cool guys. Beautiful. I always win. Came out great. Thank you guys so much. What prize do I get for wrecking my sleep schedule? I'll have to think about that. Although to be fair, it's easy to make a great piece when you're on easy mode with no ink spills to work around. True. True. Cannot deny that. Every time. Every time. All right, you guys, I am going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining me. This turned out great. Wow, look at that. Just zooming out just a hair. I'm going to add in those little white stars. I'm going to correct this one area that shouldn't have been blackened out all the way here. That one muscle. I mean, you can't really tell. But this is coming out so cool. I cannot wait to get the screen tones on this baby. I could have just called this a day and be like, done, we're done here, but screen tones are going to go and take it to another level. Just to remind you, we're going to go from that to that. It's going to be amazing. All right. Awesome. Have a great, for Mo, a great 16 more minutes of your Friday. For Comrade Sammy, have a great 22 hours and 16 minutes of your Saturday left. I'll see you guys next time. I will probably be streaming. I don't know when I'll start screen tones. If it will be before Wednesday, who knows? We'll see. Both of you guys won't know until right before, because I would probably tell Discord first. All right, see you later. Thank you. Let me stop the dumb music, and I will catch you guys later. Awesome. Thank you. Hit that like. Talk to you later. Have a great night. I'm just going to do this. No. Yes. Okay. Good night. Bye.